In the last couple of tutorials, we took a look at some of the mathematical operations that you can use in C. And in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at some comparison operators. Now, mathematical operators take two numbers and they add them or subtract them and give you a new result. Comparison operators will take two numbers and compare them in some way to let you know if they are the same number, if one number is less than the other or greater, if it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or if it is not equal to the other number. In each case, if it is true that a number is less than another number or greater than, etc., it will return a value of 1. If it's not true, it will return a value of 0. So we're going to expand the program we worked on in the last tutorial to make it a little bit more robust. In this case, we're going to give it the age of the person who you would like to date, and let's call that variable their age. Int their age, and let's just set it to 15. And this still calculates the youngest person that you're allowed to date. And now we're going to do something different. Now we're going to print out 1 if we can date them, and 0 if we can't. And we're going to use a comparison operator. We're going to do the less than or the greater than operator. So now we're going to say, can you date them? And then %i. 1 means we can, and 0 means we can't. So what test do we have to do? We know that the youngest, that's the youngest age we can date, and we know that their age is, of course, their age, which is 15. So if youngest is less than, if their age is less than the youngest age, we can't date them. So we'll have to test their age less than youngest. And the less than operator is the same that we used when we learned math. Less than sign. Less than youngest. And now we'll play around with this a little bit. Let's compile this and see if we can date them. Can you date them? Apparently we can, which must mean that I did something wrong. See, the problem I made is I did this the wrong way. Their age is less than the youngest I can date, and it needs to be the other way around. Their age is greater than. We can date them if it's greater than, not less than. So let's run that again, and we get 0. No, we can't date them. But let's make them a little bit older. They're 16 now. Can I date them now? Let's run this. I still can't date them. Let's make it 17. And I can date them now. Here's the thing. Youngest is equal to 16, as we remembered from the last tutorial. And when this was 16, what did it say? It said, no, we can't date them. 0. Well, the reason that is because their age, which is 16, is not greater than the youngest, which is also 16. 16 is not greater than 16. They're equal to each other. So, to make this more accurate, we need greater than or equal to. And that is done by greater than sign and the equal sign. And now it should say that we can date that person. And it does. So, that is an example of the greater than sign, the less than sign, which didn't work right, and the greater than or equal to sign. There's also less than or equal to. There is equal to, which is not one equal sign, which is used for creating variables and giving them values, but two equal signs. This tests for equality. And there's does not equal to. And of course, none of those make sense in our situation, so let's write a little program that will help us here. Let's get rid of all of this and print out 1 equals true, 0 equals false. And we're going to test it with various mathematical comparison expressions. So let's try 5 equals 5. Now that should be true, so we should get a 1 here. We got a 1. Now what if we said 5 is greater than 5? Well, of course that's not right. 5 is the same as 5, not greater than. And computers are very logical, so we get 0. What if we say greater than or equal to? Well, it's not greater than, but it is equal to, so it says 1. And what if we say less than or equal to? Well, again, still equal to, so it will say 1. So we have some other possibilities. We can say 10, or let's just do 15, is greater than 5. That should be true. 8 is greater than 5. These are all pretty simple, but you get the idea. Less than 5 should be false, 0. And it is 0. And the only other one we could play around with is 4 not equal to 5. Are they different? Yes, they are not the same. But is 4 not equal to 4? 4 does not equal 4. That's obviously not true. So we should get a 0. Alright, so we did get a 0. Those are the basics of the comparison operators, which they're all pretty simple. We have, for comparing, are they equal to equal signs? If they're not equal, we have an exclamation point and equal sign, as you can see here. Greater than is just the greater than symbol, and less than is the less than symbol. If we want to know greater than or equal to, we can use the greater than sign with the equal sign, or the less than sign with the equal sign. And that pretty much covers it for the comparison operators. I'll see you in the next tutorial.